Erinda ly'Isiitwe n'erya Mwana n'erya Mwoyo Mutukuvu. Mukama abe nainywe. Nimbasaba itwena twekireze mu maiso ga Mukama, tusabe atuganyire nuko tumuhereze kurungi esara zaitu kandi tambe kurungi ekyonzera kino. Ninyatura Ruhanga musozo wa byona no maiso ganyu bagenzi bange koko nasisire muno ombitekerezo ombegambo ombekorwa no mukutakore birungi. Gunsingire kimu nicyo nkwesengereza Mariyo muhirwa empikire biro byona abamalayika n'abakirire bona nanyu bagenzi bange okunsabira Ruhanga Mukama waitu. Ruhanga musozo wa byona atugirire imbabazi kandi atuganyire ebibi byaitu atuke ombomezo butahwaho.
Gloria in excelsis
Twesengereze airohanga iwa ekirize sagama yawa kaise bembeho ya Kristo twesengerize omusiri gw'ekelezia yawo gwasesirwe sagama yawa hikiriye karole rwanga na bagenzi be oge butoso kwanire bijuma kenu tusaba Yesu Kristo mukama wetu mwana wawe anya kumera kanale mahamne na moyo mikirire muri ruhango mwebero nebiro.
Ebigambo ebirugire mu kitabu eky'ebikorwa by'abatumwa. oba balesire babemereza omurukurato hagati mukuru w'abanyakatagara y'abakaguza ati tukabaterera kutagaruka kwegesa omwibara ly'omuntu ogu baitu hati Yerusalemu mugijwize nyegesa yanyu kandi mwegesa nkabarukugendera kutukwasa omusango ogwesagama y'omuntu ogu. Petero n'abakwenda abandi bamugarukamu bati ite tusemerire kworobera Ruhanga kukira kworobera abantu. Ruhanga w'abaisenkuru itwe akahumbura Yesu inywe omwaisire nimumubamba hamuti baitu Ruhanga akamunyumiza yamutaha mukono gwe ogw'obulyo abe mwebembezi kandi omujuni. Habw'okwegarukisaamu Abaisirairi n'okuganyiza ebibi. Ito tuli bakaiso b'ebi byona hamu na mwoyo aikirire Ruhanga oyahaire abamworobera abarukurato obahulire ebi babihirwa muno bagonza kubaita. Kino kigambo kya Mukama.
Please,
abe na inywe. Ebigambo ebigiro makulu mangi agarukwera ko gahandikirwe Yohana. Uwe yabagaruka mwati akasumi kaikire omwana omuntu anyumizibwe. Mazima ko nimbagambira nti akajuma k'engano obukatagwa mu itaka kakafa kaikara konka, baitu kakuba kafa kana ebyana bingi. Wena anyakugonza obwomezi bw'omunsi munu abuferwa, baitu anyakunoba obwomezi bwe nuwe alikara nabwe okwika obwomezi obutahwaho. Wena nyakumpereza asemeire kunkuratira, kandi nyowe nambere ndi n'omuhereza wange nuho aliba. Wena nyakumpereza ise nyowe alimuha ekitinisa. Hati omutima gwange gutuntwire, kandi ndagamba ki? Tata onjune, akasumi kano kaleke kumpikaho. Nangwa habwokuba ekyandesire nuko kwikwaho akasumi kano. Tata nyumizibwa omukasumi ako iraka lyarwo mwiguru niligamba liti nkanyumizibwe ira kandi ndigaruka okunyumizibwa. Ganu makuru marungi ga Mukama.
The Right Honorable Deputy Speaker of the Parliament of Uganda, and all you distinguished members of this congregation, my fellow priests and members of the clergy, religious men and women, all you distinguished pilgrims from every part of Uganda and abroad, I would like that we all join our hearts and minds in thanksgiving to God, who loved our country so much and gave us the wonderful gifts of the martyrs Charles Lwanga and his companions, whom we celebrate today. We are gathered at Namugongo, the holy land that received the precious blood of the martyrs. The martyrdom which we are here at Namugongo to celebrate is surely God's gift. When you think about the fact that Christianity or the Christian faith was introduced here in Uganda in 1877 for the Protestant by the Protestant missionaries, and 1879 by the Catholic missionaries, the White Fathers. And after 7 years, the new Christians were convinced enough to stand all forms of torture, to be cut to pieces and to be burnt for their faith, you will realize that this was more than a human heroic act, but God's work. How can you die for the faith that has just been taught for 7 years? With the blood of the martyrs, God was watering and giving fertility to the seed of faith which had been planted in our land by the missionaries. The faith that we bear and celebrate today is a fruit of that seed which was brought by Mbarara and his companions, the seed which was planted by God himself and which was watered by the blood of Charles Lwanga and his companions. This is why God deserves our praise and thanksgiving. To him be the glory and the honor and the praise forever. Let us give God a mightier hand clap. There was once a man called Tertullian who was born in Carthage in Tunisia about 150 years after Christ, who said that the blood of the martyrs is the seed of Christianity. Tertullian said this after seeing the increasing number of Christians in spite of the hostile persecutions in the Roman Empire at the time. I think if Kabaka Mwanga were to rise from his tomb today and saw how many Christians there are in his kingdom and in the whole country, he would immediately convert into Christianity. The martyrs reflect the courage and heroism of the Lord. The Lord himself, who offered his life to die on the cross for the people he loved. As the Lord was pushed by love to die for us, so also the gallant martyrs of Uganda were convicted by the love of Christ to return that love and die for him. There is no greater honor for a Christian than martyrdom. There is no greater honor for Christianity or for a Christian than being a martyr. So the Charles Lwanga and his companions whom we celebrate here at Namugongo have attained that highest honor, to be martyrs of Christ. It is no wonder that at the height of persecution in Rome, when John was given a glimpse of heaven, when he saw a huge number of martyrs who were in heaven, and he saw them as those who had washed their garments in the blood of the Lamb, singing before the throne of glory, as we read in the book of Revelations. So the martyrs that we celebrate today are in that mighty company in heaven. The martyrs of Uganda found themselves in the same situation like the apostles of Christ, as we have read, or as we have heard in the Acts of the Apostles chapter 5 verse 27 to 33, when the apostles were ordered to stop preaching Christ and his resurrection, and Peter on behalf of them replied, "We must obey God rather than men." The martyrs made the same choice. Luanga chose to disobey Mwanga and obey God. They chose to obey God even when it entailed death. When we see the glory that the martyrs of Uganda have received, we see the fulfillment of what the Lord himself says in the gospel of today. Those who preserve their life will lose it, but those who give up their life will obtain it in abundance. The martyrs offered their life, and now they have it in abundance. Like Christ, they didn't die in vain. Dear friends, as we are here, we have some lessons to draw from the life of the martyrs of Uganda. One, we have always to be grateful to God for the gift of the martyrs, that we do not take it for granted. These martyrs are a gift to our country. They are a gift to us, and we thank God for it. Number two, we have to be grateful to God for the gift of faith. It is precious. The faith that we have is very precious. It cost the life of God's Son, and it was watered at a high cost of the blood of the martyrs, Charles Lwanga and his companions. Let us keep it, let us nurture it, and let us preserve our faith. It is precious. Parents, teach the faith to your children. Inspire them with your example. Give them this gift that God has given us, the gift of faith that we celebrate today. The third lesson that we learn from the martyrs is that we are often in situations when we must make a choice. Sometimes it involves a risk. There are those times when we must say, like the martyrs, because of my faith, this one, no. The martyrs and the apostles teach us not to fear, to put our heads and be counted for Christ who loved us and gave his life for us. As I said, there are some situations in our own time which require that we stand together like the Uganda Martyr's and say no for the sake of our faith, for the sake of the gospel. The Uganda Martyr's inspire us with their courage and boldness. If we come to Namugongo and celebrate this day and then go as we came, we shall have lost the point. Number four, we should be a people of hope. Who knew that the church which was persecuted at its tender age could become as vibrant as we are today? Who knew it? And friends, who knew that the stress and the stressful time of the lockdown of 2 years of COVID-19 could be over and we return to our beloved Namugongo again to celebrate the martyrs of Uganda? I'm very sure that there are some people who have Have faith and trust that we have the intercession of Charles Lwanga and his companions, and God never lets down those who trust in him. Abagonzibwa obutuli hano ntusiima Ruhanga bw'ekisembo kino eky'abakaiso, leka twijuke ebintu bino obutwizire hano ebituragenda nabyo tukataha nabyo obuturikuruga hano. Ekyokubanza kwikaraga nitusiima Ruhanga habw'ekisembo ky'abakaiso banu abayatuhaire. Nitusemera kumusiima habw'okuba ekelezia yaitu ihanga lyaitu okwikiriza kuno okutwine Ruhanga akakusesirra esagama y'abakaiso nk'orwezo orukwikaraga Rwanda bijuma. Ekyakabiri twine kwikara nitusiima Ruhanga habw'ekisembo ky'okwikiriza, kisembo kirungi muno. Okwikiriza nikwo kutujuna, okwikiriza kuno okutwina kwo kutukwesiimisa nk'abakristo kukagura esagama y'omwana wa Ruhanga, kwayongera kwaitirirwa orwezo rw'esagama y'abakaiso ba Uganda. Leka tulinde okwikiriza kwaitu, leka tukwegesa abaana, leka tukurorere nikwo kwikale nikugenda mu maiso. Okwikiriza kwaitu kisembo tukakeebwa Ruhanga. Ekyakasatu turikwega mu kikaro kinu nikyo ngu haroho obwire omu bwomezi bwaitu obuturikwetagisa kucwamu. Abakaiso banu bakacwamu bagamba itwe nitwija kuhereza Ruhanga, tuturikuhurra muntu baitu nituhereza Ruhanga. Kandi eki nikyo n'abatumwa ba Kristo bakozire ngu kutulire omu isomo lya kiro kinu. Naitwe haroho obwire obundi obuturikwetagisibwa gamba habw'okwikiriza kwange kinu tindikwija kikora. Habwa Kristo nyowe omuhanda ogu ndikwija kutoma nigwogo. Abakaiso nibatwegesa ngu nitusemerra okuba kimu nk'abantu ba Uganda nuko tusobole okurwanirra n'okutwara maiso okwikiriza kwaitu twijwire obumanzi n'amazima. Ekyakana ekiturikwega mu kikaro kino obuturi hano nitujaguza ekiro ky'abakaiso nikwo kuba abantu abanyakwijwire okunihira. Kyamanywa agooha ngu ediini ya Kristo yakana ehiganizibwa ekyatandikire eti myaka nke muno. Ekelezia egi yakana nehiganizibwa kuyimarwaho nekyatandika ekaba nesobora kukora tukatunga ekelezia erikwingana hano mu Uganda n'amaani gayo. Ruhanga ahaizire. Eki nikitwegesa ngu nitusemerra kwa abantu abanyakwijwire okunihira, notwesanga nambe hali okugumirirwa, notwesanga ebintu bitarugenda kurungi, ekintu ekitasemire kulekera nikwo kunihira kwaitu. Noha akaba nakimanya ngu hanyuma y'emyaka 2 tutarikwija hano Namugongo n'amakelezia gakingirwe habwa COVID-19 ngu hati nitusobora garuka tutuli omu bwenyi Namugongo yaitu hano okukaisa Ruhanga. Bagenzi bange leka twikale twijire okunihira. Ninkimanya baingi abanyakwizire mu kikaro kino abanyakozire oruramago runo baine ebyetaago byabo byembaganize baise ebaletire Mukama omukuramaga kuno. Ebindi bigumire, ebindi nibisaasa muno, ebindi obundi nibitinisa baitegiyo NAMUGOONGO twizire giye twekere gihereza Ruhanga hano Namugongo. Ninyenda kwantiza ekintu kimu, tindikwenda kurangira byamahano baitu ninyenda kwantiza nti mwikale mwine okunihira. Ruhanga hali byona nibisoboka. Kandi twine n'obutonganirizi obw'abakaiso bana okutusabira Ruhanga na hure sara zeitu kana hura na watonganiza wakinganaho abarukutsabira butosa. Ruhanga talekera abo abamwesika. Reka tusaba Mukama tukonyere kwikatula bantu abajiro kunihera tulindo kwikiriza kwaitu kandi twale kyokororaho cyaba kaiso ba Uganda. Mukama abenai. bagenzi bange musabe ekyonzera kyange kandi kyanyu kisimwe omaiso ga Ruhanga isiitwe omusobozi wa byona. Ai Mukama nitukuheereza ekyonzera kinu okukutagira nitukwesengereza nk'oku wahaire abakaiso bawe abakiriire baikiriza okufa okukira okusiisa naitwe nukwo tuhe oti okuheereza itambiro yawe nitukweheera kimu kinu nitukusaba ntura mu Kristo Mukama waitu. Mukama abe nainywe mwimuke emitima yanyu tusiime Mukama Ruhanga waitu kisemerire mara kandi kyobwinganiza kikire kandi nikijona. Ai Mukama isiitwe omuhikiriire Ruhanga omusoza byona atahwaho itwe okusiima butoosa na hoona habw'okuba esagama yakarolerwanga n'abagenzi be abahirwa abakaiso eyaseesirwa habw'okuba bakaba nibahondera Kristo neyatura ibara ryawe neyoleka ebikorwa byawe biboneriza nibyo omubuceke bw'abantu okozesa okukanyisiza kimu amaani gaabo n'okugumya obuceke bwabo oleke babe bakaiso bawe noraba mu Kristo Mukama waitu. Habweki nitukugiza butoosa omunsi hamu n'abamalayika b'omu iguru nitwamirra ekitiinisa kyawe nitugamba obutaleka tuti Ai Mukama oli muhikirire mali niwe nsoro y'obuhikirire bwona. Tukwesengerize otume moyo wawe ayeze ebisembo bino nuko tufokere mubiri nesagama ya Mukama waitu Yesu Kristo. Kuba yahayirwe kandi nawe yekirizo kubonesebwa akakwata omugati yasima yagucwamu kandi yaguhabegesebwa be nagamba ati mukwate muriyeho inywena guno nugwo mubiri gwange ogurahebwayo habwanyu. Omulingo nigwo gumo bamazire kulya yakwata n'ekikompe nabo yasiima kandi akabegesebwa be nagamba ati mukwate munyweho inywena kinu nikyo kikompe ky'esagama yange eyekiragane ekihyaka kandi ekitahwaho era aseeswa habwanyu na habw'abaingi okwaganyiza ebibi kinu mukikolege kunjuka. Ifo bolyo kwikiriza ndino habwekino Mukama nitwijjuka okufa n'okukumbuka kwa mwana wawe nitukongera omugati gw'obwomezi n'ekikompe ky'okujunwa nitukusiima habw'okutusoboza kwemerera omu maiso gawe n'okukuheereza nitukusaba n'obuculeezi itwena abarabaganaga omubiri n'esagama ya Kristo mwoyo mikirire atuteeranizege hamu.
Ai Mukama oijuka abantu bawe munsi yona obaijuze engonzi zawe oijuke na Papa waitu Francisco n'omulorerezi waitu Paulo na boona basalire omu bandi okukora omulimo gwawe.
Oijuke nabo Uganda rwaitu abafire nibanehera okumbuka n'abandi boona abafire obaikiriza okwija na mbiroli tukwesengerize otuganyire itwena nuko tusemere kutunga obwomezi obutahwaho hamwe n'empikire Maria nyina Ruhanga abatumwa abahikirire abakaiso ba Uganda abahikirire n'abahikirire boona bakusemerize bakyali omunsi tukuhaise kandi tukukugize nituraba omwana wawe Yesu Kristo.
nituraba omuwe kandi turi hamu nawe turi n'omuriwe okuhaisa n'okutama ekitiinisa kyona iwe Ruhanga isiita omusobozi wa byona hamu na mwoyo mikirire ebiro n'ebiro. Tumazire kuhabura ebiragiro ebireeta okujunwa kandi twegesiibwe ekigambo kya Ruhanga tuturukutiina kugamba tuti isi twali omu iguru
Oh
Ai Mukama twesengerize otujuna omubi bwona otobusinge omubwomezi bwaitu habw'okukonyerwa embabazi zawe obutosa tutabuka ebibi kandi tukirege buli kabi koona tutegereze okunira kukusemererwa n'okwijja kw'omugeni waitu Yesu Kristo. Ai Mukama Yesu Kristo, iwe yagambira abatumwa bawe ati mbasigiire obusinge bwange mbubahaire otarole ebibi byaitu baitudora okukkiriza kw'abantu bawe kandi nk'oku orikugonza ekkiriza kwawe osinge n'okwateeraniza hamu iwe ayomeera kandi alema ebiro n'ebiro. Obusinge bwa Mukama bubigenenye obutoosa. Murole mwana gw'entaama oruhanga darawe anyakwihahe byensi baina omugisa abeeterwa obugenyi bwe.
Oh, abaturaba twongera okubebaza okulaba nga mwebale okutwegattako, twongera okubasuubiza nti omukolo gw'enkya tugenda kuguleeta live butereevu okuva ku kiggwa ky'abajulizi. Tweyongera okunyumirwa ennyimba okuva mu kwaya.
Ai Mukama, amasakramento aganyirwa mu iguru agatutungire natwijuka abakristo bawe abakirire nk'uko basingwire twesengerize sakramento eryabasoboize okubonesebwa naitwe olituhe omu bintu ebitugendera kubi twekambire engeso enungi y'okwikiriza n'ey'okugonza kino ntusaba nturaba mu Kristo Mukama waitu. I ask you to take your seats just for a while. Kubanza leka itwena tuisime ntera mungaro, ntera Ruhanga mungaro.
Vika General wetu na n'abakushendekeza kuturabya omumisa wagambira olurimi rwitu reka ngambeho n'abantu ba Fort Portal. My sister Honorable Margaret Mahanga n'abaramaji mwena tinkumanya icyo kugamba abo kwa Fort Portal mwatwiho mu COVID mwatugaruza omu celebrating. Yesu nabakunda mwijura mani ga mutima rikwera mwatugaruza mamani ga mutima rikwera Fort Portal mwebare mnongo. Oro rugendo rumutwireho turutambwire nimwe tube tubareba baramaji ntureba za TV kwayo kwebene practicinga so tinkwenda kugamba byinji no kugira ngo ntahenze kubyama kare nyencha kare ndebe kimurakore konkobwe turi kugumizamu tukushabira abo kuba abajurize kibakutwizisa ni abantu binja bikiriza omunsi yona ebibariyo nibarabamo. We have very many Christians suffering all over the world, in many parts of the world. Tubashabire kugira ngo bagire faith bagume bino buguma nko bw'abajurize bagizire habo kuba muheru byona Mukama wari kuhangura. Tehine kintu tihino muntu ogumire nko muntu ino kwikiriza nitambura kwikiriza kandi gumire twino kwikiriza mu Fort Portal Diocese neza kutwisyaha tukaba turyo mu debate mpango habwa COVID age tukujya ngutakuba habaramaji konka Honorable Margaret Mahanga baryo mu nkiko na n'aba Minister of Health bakugira ngo hatakaba haba antabara atambure naki Fort Portal mukahirwa mwagabwa mwine yira kadiya Margaret Muhanga yaja Fort Portal tekuza kuramaga abantu banje bakabura kutambura. So debate je kabampango mutaka stwara for granted. Hono Margaret niyenda kukusima na naba Minister of Health abatwikirize ngutambure tukore kitura nitukora nkaburijo. Ndi kwendera ninyenda kurusya baramaja barugiro muri Kigarama parishi omuri Mitoma abo witu barya bingi munonga batambwire nimwe mwebare munonga kandi nyencha kareka tugire mukama naza kuguma twebembire tugire umukoro murungi kandi turgo twinamani mingi go kuza no kumarira virika parish iyo twire ntugeza aho kombeka hamwe nk'abantu bafoto mwebare munonga mwebare.
Mwemere tumalire. Mukama abe nainywe. Uruhanga umusozo byona uhumugisa isitwe na mwana na moyo mikirire.
Mise hoire mgene na obusinge.
Nabanisaba tureke kuraba mwanya gwa kwaya guno twije tuti tusirimuke tugende tigwetaka turabe mu ntebe za kwaya zenu abakurugero guru tusirimuke turabe kuri tureke kutengesa ntebe za kwaya n'emizinda radio.
Thank Thank you very much for joining us on Uganda Catholics Online. We would like to appreciate you for being on for this live of KG for the Christians of Fort Portal Catholic Diocese who are living here in diaspora away from Fort Portal Catholic Diocese. Remember, this year's celebration is being celebrated by Fort Portal Catholic Diocese live here. It was chosen by Uganda Episcopal Conference under the Mbarara Ecclesiastical Province, and Fort Portal Catholic Diocese was chosen to lead this year's celebrations. It's been 2 years with COVID-19, but this time it was open to the public, and Namugongo is just full of people. It is just full here with pilgrims all over the country, all over the East African countries. This is beautiful here in Namugongo. We'd like to thank you for being on, and we thank you for following Uganda Catholics Online. As you can see, the mood here in Namugongo is very high. Of course, in this Mass here, the main celebrant reminded people about the faith of the Uganda Martyrs, that we should have faith in what we do. We should put faith in action in whatever we do, like the Uganda Martyrs who never gave up in what they were doing until they died, and now they are saints and saints of the Martyrs of Uganda. We would like to appreciate all of you. On the function was the Deputy Speaker, Right Honorable Thomas Tayebwa, who also recalled on the faith of the Uganda Martyrs and congratulated all the pilgrims for turning up for this event of 2022. But he also thanked the Ministry of Health for allowing this to happen here in Namugongo, open to the public so that they can enter inside and then celebrate Mass joyfully out of danger. Remember that this is the COVID-19 free, I might say, but not free. Of course, the SOPs have to be followed because we are still having the COVID-19. So the Ministry of Health and the Diocese is saying, please put on your mask when you're coming tomorrow and make sure that it is on. You mask it very well so that we prevent the spread of coronavirus. And remember that tomorrow we shall start the Mass live here at 9:30 a.m. with procession, which will begin, and the Mass will be celebrated by the Bishop of Fort Portal Catholic Diocese, Right Reverend Robert Muhirwa, who will celebrate the Mass under the theme Baptize and Send to Witness Christ, live here on Uganda Catholics Online, Holy Cross Media, Radio Jubilee, and all our social media platforms. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like and comment and share the videos to ever WhatsApp groups. And remember, this Fort Portal Catholic Diocese, since 1997, it had never led here in Namugongo, but this year, 2022, it is leading this year's celebration after all those years. This is beautiful, and they are all set. The choir is set, the chair organizing committee is saying everything is set. We are just few hours away from having Mass being celebrated just here at the Kayanja. What you're hearing in the background is the choir just trying to bring songs of praises and worship, of course, to you, so that we are in the mood of the Holy Martyrs. Pilgrims are praying, pilgrims are dancing, pilgrims are worshiping to the Almighty God so that they can be granted all their intentions which they are praying for. Once again, we want to thank you. Join us tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. for the live coverage, live on our page on Uganda Catholics Online. Don't forget to subscribe and share in groups. My name is Alinaito Victor, and the team here, which is here, we appreciate all those who have made this happen. Thank you very much for making this happen, and we shall bring you the updates.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
by a Reverend Father who is going to introduce to us here live on Ugandan Catholics Online. Thank you very much, Father, for joining us, and we are glad that we are here in Namugongo. For the past 2 years we have had COVID, Father. We'd like you to introduce to the viewers who are out listening your name and the diocese.
Thank you very much, sir. I'm Father Moses Bakirehi from Fort Potro, and of course it is the diocese animating Martyr's Day tomorrow. We really take this honor, really. It is a blessing for us, Christians from Fort Potro, and our bishop to take the chance, to take the lead in animating the Uganda Martyr'S Day. Actually, it is a blessing. We also thank God for this great moment that we are back to the churches. When the churches are open, that we are able to pray without fear because of COVID. Remember the other time, the churches have been locked for 2 years, but now we are free to pray. We are free to pray because we thank God that COVID is now going away.
Yeah, Father, the theme of the diocese which you chose, yes. What does it teach to the Christians out there on this theme? What do you say about the theme and the Christians? How should they take it in real life?
Yeah, the theme that was chosen by our diocese challenges the Christians to have that deep faith, just like the Uganda Martyrs. They had faith, and actually that faith is the one that enabled them to sacrifice their lives, to shed their blood for Christ. They were witnessing Christ. So our theme is, we are baptized and sent to witness to Christ with love and hope. So they had hope that there is life eternal. There's life after death. That's why they were strong, even if they are being persecuted, hacked into pieces, but they had faith and hope that they will assume eternal life. So this theme also encourages all Christians out there who are suffering. There are other Christians, there are some Christians who are suffering, undergoing different suffering, but this theme encourages them and strengthens them to continue, trusting in God that after every suffering, there is victory. Yes.
So the Christians out there who are viewing you right now,
yes.
What message do you have for them? Because those who have not managed to come here, or those who may not manage to come here, what message do you have for them during this Martyr's Day celebration?
The message I'm giving them, our fellow brothers and sisters who have not made it to come here, I can say that they should join us, the Christians who are here, pray with us in spirit, because God is everywhere. So it is just to have faith, Even if I've not gone to Namugongo, I'm here. I'm praying from my local church. If you are from the very village church, even God can hear you, and even the Uganda Martyrs can still intercede for you. But next time, if they have an opportunity and they are able, they can also come here to this holy ground and get the graces.
Obutumwa bwawe bukusembayo mu rulimi olutoro, abakurora olutoro, abomukano bagambota.
So obutumwa bwange bukererukayo nkaba abatoro kandi abakristo baitu abasigairemu kabatayizire kandi abakristo abayizire siba ruhanga omugisa gunu okurora ngu twija tusomera hano amakrezia nagakingura ahwiriho emyaka 2 sima ruhanga ito tukata kumangu ikindi kisokuba banzi sima ruhanga kurora ngo amakrezia gakingwire kusoma kandi abakristo baita batabasize kwija mukama aruho kana tugumya tumwesige giro kwikiriza nka mutogoito ogwa kijaguzo kene kya bajulizi nkugamba mukama aruho tumwesige kandi tukale mu ngonzi tugiro kwikiriza umudini yeitu mutyo muno.
Wevale muno Father tukusima, wevale muno kutoa kairako.
Yes.
Wevale muno. Thank you very much, Father.
I'm also grateful to have given me this chance to say something about Uganda Martyr'S. I thank you and I wish you God's blessings.
Thank you very much. Ugandan Catholics Online wishes you the very best of the celebrations.
Yeah, well.
That has been a priest from Fort Portal Catholic Diocese giving us, of course, the details and what it entails of tomorrow's celebration. Now with me I have a Christian, a pilgrim who is here with us and is going to brief us shortly in what how the Uganda Martyr'S are and how is Namugongo. Tukulamusizaako ssebo. Webale kujja wane Namugongo.
Namwe tubaaniriza.
Ova mu diocese ki?
Anva mu diocese ya Fort Portal. Era ffe tukulembeddemu ebyaleero n'ebyenkya. Era olunaku lwaffe luno lunaku lwa ssanyu, lunaku lulungi era nammwe nga Uganda Catholic TV yaffe tubaaniriza.
Kale webale nnyo eno Ugandan Catholics Online na eno Uganda Catholic Television weri waneregenda kuwa emikolo kati mukulu osaba Katonda akuwa eki mu okulamaga kuno
obulamu bwange Katonda nandimusabye ate n'okumwebaza mwebaze kuba Katonda alina bingi byamusizaamu nga nze obulwadde n'ebirala ate era musaba nti bingi ebikyanemeredde ng'omuntu era nsaba abiipiseemu ndyoke mbifune era kyekindeeseewa Namugongo era neebaza nnyo naddala abakristu abava mu Fort Portal Diocese balaze amaanyi mangi nnyo era twebaza nnyo bishopu waffe Robert Muhirwa Akiki kyatukoledde kubanga kino tetukirabangako okulaba nti Namugongo ejjuddeko abantu abawera obukadde obutaano okujjula e Namugongo tekibangawo so kino kibadde kyamaanyi nnyo era tusuubira n'abasuka mu kuba kati saawa zino Namugongo tolina
kale bambi webale nnyo tukwagaliza okulamaga okulungi era Katonda akuwe byoyagala n'abajuliza aba Uganda webale nnyo oyo bambi abadde atubuulirako wano engeri Namugongo gyeri engeri gyewoomamu era kati negatiddwako omulala who is going to give us, one of the organizers who's going to give us, of course, the update on the Uganda Martyr'S. We welcome you.
Thank you, sir.
Live on Uganda Catholics Online.
So nice.
Your name and which committee are you heading for this day, for this day's celebration of Uganda Martyr'S?
Thank you so much, Uganda Catholic News Online. Can I speak in Rutoro?
It's very okay.
Nibanyita Mbabazi Deogratius Amoti nta committee ya protocol and security but I'm so experienced to be in Kampala ningonza kusiima Ruhanga yatuhikyakiro kino nyinshi atugenda kujaguza ebisatu ya Uganda Martyr'S and as coming from Portro nsemerirwe muno kuba hano tubaire meeting mukutegeka naki but the Lord has been so gracious that He's still blessing us. And still you can see the joy of Porto. We have been animating the mass now, just now, and we are grateful.
Ebyo kwerinda biribita hanu Namugongo biribita.
Eri guruguru. Kurugantandika wata nabaramaji. Mpaka saa zino Namugongo niweza kusima muno security agents. Tizitozera hamu naitwe bokuwa tungira obuzibu bokurora aba protocol bahire bakuyambe. We are ready to help, and security, Uganda Police, SFC, CMI, the rest of it, we are cooperating and we are ready to assist everybody. Norway twebaza Katonda amyambye tutuse mu kiro kino ng'enkya tugenda kujja kusoma ku babajulizi buli muntu akyali mulamu yeyagala abalamaze abatambula okuva mayiro 29 bakyali balamu era bayambibwa bw'olaba wali owa protocol yenna mutuukirira ajja kuyamba era akwatagana wamu ne security agents.
Mwebale nnyo okuorganizinga era guno mukolo ntusuubira ntuniira kuba mulungi muno kandi abantu boona bali hano Namugongo mwebale muno kubalinda kulungi n'ebyo byona byobalizeewo mwebale muno. Yes, thank you very much. That has been one of the organizers of Protocol and Security who has been giving us the details on how the day will go tomorrow. Thank you very much for being there for us on Ugandan Catholics Online. We would like to appreciate you. Remember, tomorrow we are going to give you the live event of this celebration live on this page and on Holy Cross. Don't forget to subscribe on those channels live tomorrow. And we shall start with the procession at 9:30 a.m. Exactly, we shall be starting with the procession, and the Mass will be led by Right Reverend Robert Muhirwa of Port Potro Catholic Diocese. Remember that this year the Uganda Episcopal Conference chose Fort Potro Catholic Diocese under the Ecclesiastical Province of Mbarara to lead and animate this year's celebration under the theme of Baptize and sent to witness Christ with love and hope here in Namugongo. And the choir earlier on we showed you, it was really very prepared with their voices so angelic. You could just feel the taste of the voices of the choir. If you scroll down on our pages, you'll find that everything, the choir was really set to the maximum, and they will be right here in Namugongo giving you the beautiful songs that are prepared in only 2 months here at Namugongo. Thank you very much for joining us, and we would like to wish you the very best of your intentions through the Uganda Martyr'S, the Holy Martyrs of Uganda. You might be down there at home because today is the last day of the novena of the Uganda Martyr'S live for the 9 days which we have been having this novena. Today is the last day of the novena, and being the last day, we really appreciate you for being there in everything. We wish you the very best of tonight. We'll meet tomorrow at the same time of 9:30 a.m. and we shall be bringing you all the live updates on our social media handles. Thank you very much, and we wish you the very best of this night. Don't forget that the Martyrs of Uganda are there for you. St. Charles Luanga, pray for us.